What is up, guys and girls? My name is SmakZac, and welcome to the volcanic area. The game has not rendered everything in yet? Question mark? Because I know for a fact that it's supposed to be a lot different than this. I can't see anything whatsoever. Yeah, like everything's not rendered in. Alright, so here is the, there we go. Here's the volcanic castle, and there's the entrance to the next place that we're heading to. My game crashed, which is a really, really big bummer. Because I had like over 2 hours of footage of us making our way.
Detecting alien materials and a massive energy signature. Reading originates within the natural.
Anyways, I had at least 2 hours worth of footage recorded for this game, and my computer crashed, which means I lost the footage. So there was a couple things that we discovered, a couple things that we went through. We found that there's a tree that has lava stuff, or not lava stuff. There's a tree that has ghost emperor something or another all over it. That apparently was, sorry, I lost my train of thought. That apparently the ghost something laid eggs on the tree when it was little, so then the tree grew around it and started to protect it, which is actually kind of cool. So what we're going to be doing is finding a way up. Ah, there it is. Okay. Aha! Back we go. Okay, or get stuck, that works too. Let's land, because we've just been floating around. Okay, so I already went in here once before my game crashed. That's why I just grabbed the two purple things, as well as a, whatchamacallit, I have a little robot. I feel like those things are evil. Okay, so there's a portal there, and then there was also two places that we needed to go for the tablets. So that's why I grabbed two tablets, because then I won't have to go back up there this time around. So here's a blue tablet, which is probably something we need for later on, question mark? I am unsure.
Come here to me.
That did not happen last time I played this. Last time I came up this way. Okay. Some lady's talking to me. Isn't it the same thing that talked to us when we first started the game? I think it is. I think that's the exact same thing that talked to us when we first started the game. Interesting stuff, yo. So, hopefully my game doesn't crash this time and I don't lose this footage, because this is great stuff. Fossil data. The fossil data recorded from the volcanic rock that was excavated to construct the alien power facility. It has been possible to extrapolate a number of key trends. The aliens recorded data on indigenous organic remains originate from between 10,000 to 1,000 years ago. The life forms on record feature an unusually low overlap with those encountered so far on 4546b. Extinction event. Soil samples from 1,000 years ago contain 300% higher concentrations of organic remains than the soil average. Data supports a massive extinction event, killing off a majority of species and forcing rapid adaptation amongst many of the survivors, aka the sickness or whatever. We also found the Sea Emperor, not the Sea Emperor, the Sea Dragon that attacked the last facility that we went to in the lake area. And, like, you know, when it attacked, or they said that it got attacked because they had its babies. We found that, and it was dead because of head trauma, because it hit the thing so hard with its head that it died, which is pretty sad. So, alien thermal plant. That's cool. Alien thermal plant. This system is directly converting local thermal energy into electric current at 90% efficiency. Most of this energy is being stored in the battery-like devices within the plant itself, each of which holds enough to power a small city for a year. Some of it, however, is being drained off, presumably as it is distributed to other facilities on the planet. The power plant appears to be fully automated, and given current understandings of the mechanisms involved, uninterruptible? That's what I think I think that's what the word was.
Integrating new PDA data. Primary alien facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system at depth 1.4 kilometers.
Okay. Power router in the thermal plant is distributed energy collecting on-site to other facilities on the planet. Primary containment facility location updated. Construction with the natural chasm. Depth 1.4. Power distribution. There's no clear way to interrupt the power flow. So there's a portal. Do we have food and water on us? Okay, we do. What's that? Oh yeah, we also found another cuttlefish, which is super awesome because cuttlefish is awesome. Okay, so I tried to go through the portal with our suit, and that glitched out my game, so I'm gonna go through it next time, just walk through it.
Synthesizing ion power blueprints from alien data. Blueprints stored to data bank.
Yes, we need those. We needed those so we can make ion power cells, so we can upgrade all of our stuff so it'll last longer and be more powerful. It has been possible to extract useful information regarding alien ion power. Ion cubes are grain, artificial, and mineral substance and are treated to remain in a stable state despite the huge ionic energy contained within. By installing an ion cube in an appropriate device, the energy can be released as electrical power. Using this knowledge, it has been possible to synthesize new battery and power cell blueprints which leverage advanced ionic energy. So that's what I was looking for earlier, because we are having really, really bad power problems in our base right now. Not in our base, because we have a nuclear reactor in our base, in our normal whatever thing. So we got this blue tablet for some reason. I am unsure why we have the blue tablet, but we're about to go find out. I really sincerely hope that the Mac attack does not get attacked while we are at this next facility. Let me scan this first. No? No scanning? Okay. Is it going to work this time, or am I just stuck in the screen again? There we go. Oh, it just takes longer because it's a bigger portal. That makes sense. Okay, so now where are we? We're at that other facility, I'm assuming. So we might be on the verge of discovering the source. Are we at this one base? I feel like we've been here before. Is this the one facility that, the first facility that we came on with the ion gun? The giant gun that blew the one people out of the sky? Oh yeah, that is definitely where we are. So why did it send me back here? Why did it send me back here? Maybe that's just another way to get back. Because this is where we get tested so we can take off the quarantine. So maybe that's just another way to get back to where we test to get off the quarantine, right? Yeah, that's the quarantine tester thingy. Okay, so we need to head back there, and then we need to go to the other facility. Because I don't think that there's anything useful here, because we've already been through this entire area. So we need to go down there and do that. And then we can leave this area? No. We need to find the next area that's in the lava bed area place. And then we also have to figure out what in the world just talked to us and told us to come to it. I think it's one kind of. I think it might be the like, Sea Emperor or something. Something. Okay, I think we have everything that can be discovered here. So next stop will be the next base.
2,000 years later.
Alright guys, I think I finally found it. We were like right above it this entire time. Okay, that's a bit too close to the wall for comfort. Oh, never mind. That's not what is pushing us down. It is our friend, the friendly neighborhood sea dragon, which is trying to kill us. Wow. No wonder I missed this place. It's like, it's a tunnel below a tunnel. Oh my goodness. I don't know what we just did, but we don't need this anymore, I don't think. No, 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 no. Stay away. There it is. I told you to stay away. Why don't you listen to me for once, okay? Oh my goodness. Holy cow. This is insane. Also, the Sea Emperor followed us all the way down here. And it still phases through. Hi there, lady.
I am what you seek. Want to help you.
You do? Are you a sentient life form? Okay, so there's the entrance to... Son of a biscuit. Leave me alone, you stupid... We gotta be close to the end of the game.
Engine powering down.
Okay, engine powering down. I don't know what we need to get down there, so... Aha, the blue tablet. Ha ha ha! That's why it gave it to us. Gosh, we are so close. Is this still water? No. Okay, you could just sit there then.
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
Why'd you guys evacuate? Ion cube fabricator. This device appears to be the origin of raw mineral forms. Ion cube small alien system. Aha. Interesting. Alright, lady. I don't trust those things. Everything in this game wants to kill you. Kill us. Rudimentary tablet. This device shares many similarities with the tablets used to access the alien facilities. Although its structure is rather less complex, it may have served a similar purpose, granting security access and storing relevant data, and was thus kept here as a form of legacy import support. Interesting. I don't know how many episodes this is going to be. I don't know how long this has been. Holographic projector. This device contains network apparatus and a holographic projection unit. It was likely used as a communications relay, capturing and projecting the image of the user to a remote location. There do not appear to be any other devices in range. It's yin-yang. It's the yin and yang symbol. This artifact is unpowered, suggesting it served a ceremonial rather than practical purpose. The pyramid resembles vines spiraling upwards towards the warming blue stone mounted above. Above it, it may represent a planet found on the aliens' homeworld, a building of religious import, and even the gravitational pull of their home solar system. Interesting. I'm going to save, because we've come so far. Alien carving. This carving is hundreds of thousands of years old and made from an unrecognizable natural fiber grown on the unknown planet. It bears striking resemblance to the old Earth yin-yang symbol. Two competing theories may explain the similarities. Alien visiting Earth prior to the 4th century BC and influenced the development of ancient Chinese philosophy. The concept of yin and yang is universal. Since yin and yang describe the fundamental interdependency of seemingly opposite forces, it may be a necessary existential understanding in some form. In all sufficient developed civilizations, the tapering of two circles union into opposed and infinitesimally small points, the finite is one logical way to represent this understanding, and may have been developed independently by species other than humans. I wish I could use this. Can I have this? Can this be mine? Ancient Earth Blade. In an ancient Earth Blade dating back to the 13th century, blood samples of the blade match the DNA of 7 separate heads of state from the period. This evidence supports the theory that the aliens are an ancient space-borne civilization engaged in super studies of less developed species. So they interacted with us? What? Okay, I think I scanned everything in here. There's stuff on the other side. Oh, so much to discover. I feel like a kid in a candy shop right now. Lore! Give me all the lore! Alien building block. This rock-like object features organic as well as mechanical parts, and there is some genetic and technological crossover with the design of the self-warping constructs encountered elsewhere. It appears to serve no purpose in its current state and is awaiting some kind of activation sequence. Materials such as this may have been a fundamental building block of the aliens' technology, or even the aliens themselves. Interesting. I'm going to scan you, robot. Get back here. Not too close. This device is an alien origin, although its design is relatively simple. Purpose. Its low threat level is at odds with the advanced technology apparently available to its designers, suggesting it was intended more to patrol alien facilities and repair damaged infrastructure than to deter invaders. Despite its simple design, the construction is quite elegant in its minimalism.
Vital signs stable.
I don't have any water. I need to go get water. Let me finish reading this first. Efficient, few moving parts, rendering this energy efficient. So it's energy efficient because it has few moving parts. Boom. Just like that, we're back. Okay, so there's a ton of lore, and this is absolutely astonishing and amazing, and I love it so much. Okay, so we scanned that. We did not scan this bad boy. Translation device. This device stores linguistic data from over 1,000 different languages. The core of the device may allow alien text to be read and translated. Analysis on the aboard data reveals a number of ancient Earth languages, and a term CHBC Live appears many times in the device's data. Its import is unclear. The device seems to be configured to translate into the designer's language. It will not work the other way around. Bummer. This is just a display case. Nanobots. Nanobots. Scans show some of the advanced nanobots inside this seemingly empty case. These bots are substantially smaller than any developed within the Federation, and it is not possible to eccentric their exact function. It would, however, be unwise to release them, obviously. The device contains a highly unstable radioactive isotope, likely to destroy all organisms exposed to it, while leaving physical structure intact. Although it would function perfectly well as a weapon, it was more likely used to sterilize spaces for later habitation. Without instruction, it would be unwise to interact with it. Well, duh. Tracking implant. This construct is emitting a high bandwidth signal consisting with alien transmission and reception elsewhere. DNA on the exterior indicates it was once implanted aside one of the lifeforms indigenous to 4546b. Its size suggests that the subject was a Leviathan-class organism. Beyond tracking and broadcasting its location, the implant may also have recorded biological data on the subject. However, the data cannot be retrieved, which is probably how that thing's been talking to us. Guessing. Could be wrong. And there's so much stuff. Wow. I mean, I know that this is the main facility. Holy cow, there's a lot of stuff. Can I scan this? Apparently not. It won't let me scan any of the eggs, which is kind of weird. 40 different eggs indigenous to this planet. See Emperor Leviathan research. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upwards to accommodate this species. Feeding and digestion. Alien research data indicates that despite its size, this species feeds entirely on microorganisms it filters from the water, which themselves depend on a complicated ecosystem of plant and animal life. Reproduction. Large ovary-like organs are carried in the creature's middle section, so that like other species on this planet, it produces eggs. However, internal scar tissue indicates probable for infertility. Enzyme 42. The Emperor manufactures enzyme 42 within its stomach cavity to break down its food, and will occasionally expel it into the surrounding waters. This substance was found to neutralize the effects of the bacterium, and its presence in the ecosystem today would explain how life on the planet survived the outbreak. It would remain to be explained by what mechanism the enzyme is being delivered. Oh my goodness. I know, crazy, huh? Absolutely insane. Okay. Let's have a look-see. Sorry, kitty wanted attention. Okay, so there's lots of tubing stuff here. Can I scan it? Outflow pipe. Okay. Enzyme host peepers leaving the containment facility. The outflow pipes are filled with peepers traveling back towards the surface. Specimen shows no symptom of infection. All specimens scanned are carrying enzyme 42, which data suggests inhibit the bacterium. Specimen's stomach cavities are otherwise empty, suggesting they may have purged the contents before entering the pipes. Assessment. If peepers have evolved to distribute the enzyme via the pipe network, this may explain part of the mechanism by which life on 4546b has survived since the bacterium outbreak. Huh. Crazy. The pipes drawing water into the containment facility are filled with peepers arriving from the surface. The fish shows no signs of distress. The specimens scanned have all consumed high quantities of seeds and organic matter from the surface. Some specimens are beginning to show signs of infection. So they have a cure? Question mark? Why do they evacuate though? Right? That has yet to be answered. Because we got in here and they said that they were evacuating the facility. For some reason. Ventilation control. Water flowing to and from the primary containment facility is being automated. Stop eating my wires. Water flowing to and from the primary containment facility is being automated, controlled, and independently of other safeguards. Data on the water composition has been recorded. Water is being drawn from the different biomes around the surface of the planet. The water temperature is considerably lower than the volcanic environment outside the facility, while microorganisms and nutrients counts as substantially higher. Outflow. Oxygen-deprived water is being flooded from the system and recycled back to the surface. Why? Why? Is this where I came from? No, I came from up there. This goes to some other place. Ah, the lower part of this facility. This is just insane. More peepers. Who would have thought that all the peepers that I have in my aquarium were all just like, some were infected, but they all just come here. It's cool. It's cool that they are using one small overpopulation. It's like trout. There's entirely too much of it. So they're just using that to cycle through and try to keep the ecosystem alive. At least that's what I understand from what I just read. I could be completely wrong and read that totally incorrectly. There should just be another portal, but I'm not sure. Yeah, just another portal. Okay, so there's 4 portals in total going to each one of the facilities as far as I know. So what do we need to get into here? The one place that everybody has literally been waiting for me to go to. Actually, you know what? There's something up here first. Gotta get everything. All the lore must be mine. According to translated data logs, an indigenous Leviathan species was found to produce a unique substance referred to as enzyme 42, which inhibited the symptoms of the Kara bacterial infection in other indigenous organisms. The specimen was captured and contained in a purpose-built habitat for further study. The alien researchers went to great lengths to provide for the life form's environmental needs, including the import of independent flora and fauna via an on-site warp gate. However, its health quickly deteriorated. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and force fields were sealed. All attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine has been unsuccessful. Until you have me, who has like built a ton of stuff, comes along and... Or actually, you know what? They never actually talked to... What is this? Is this a baby sea emperor? Holy cow, that's a big baby. Sea emperor fetus. Found preserved in a display case, it was likely a child of the adult specimen contained within this facility. Superficial damage of the specimen indicates it was artificially removed from its egg casing. Stunt tissue developed suggests that the organism expired during the removal process. Tissue samples have been taken from the digestive tract. Analysis. It appears the aliens were attempting to formulate a cure for the bacterium from enzyme produced in this specimen's digestive system. Without a young, healthy specimen, these efforts were in vain. Okay. Did that pop up again? Hold on. It just popped up. Gone. Give it to me. Game. Oh, there we go. Shock composition. The shock casing is formed from thick layers of carbon composite, suggesting an extensive gestation period. This Leviathan species may give birth just once per century, perhaps just once in their lifetime. Precise incisions suggest a laser-based tool was used to cut open the egg casing and forcibly remove the fetus inside prior to full gestation. Analysis. Time pressure to develop a bacterium vaccine may have driven the alien research to cut open this egg and remove the fetus for study. It is also possible that removed from its parent and natural habitat, some vital conditions of the infant to hatch naturally was not met. So it didn't hatch because of that. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything from this area. So all that's left to do now is go to this door and see what kind of key we need. Blue tablet. Where on earth am I supposed to get a blue tablet?